5-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Romo now on second down. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now the fifth-year man. This is Lance Dunbar. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And they'll give it to him here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Romo now to throw it. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Get ready. We got 3.
They'll run it now with Dunbar. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Another pistol look here. Now Tony Romo on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 2nd down, Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
To throw is Romo. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. That His kick is good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 12 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a New York first down. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. To throw is RG3. He's going to go up top again. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. On now is Brad Wing to kick it away for the Giants. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Taking it about the... Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Shift together here from the D-line. Romo here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, James Hanna, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
A good pickup there at 22. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
2nd down now after the incompletion. On 2nd and 10, Romo. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down out. good gain. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll rifle this one deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A first down carry by Elliott. Room here to run. Cuts it out to the... And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he puts it through. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now Manziel. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Manziel. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. To throw on second down is Romo. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
And now out come the Giants. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. One man in the backfield, Elliott. After the interception, here's Romo. Deep drop. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Manziel. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it'll be 4th down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll indeed go for it with Griffin. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Griffin. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Manziel. This will be caught at the 2. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line save. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Johnny Manziel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they're going to go for 2.
Detroit! Check 99! Check 99! Hurry up, hit me! No. Check, Patriot! Patriot! Check out, bro. Hot.
Manziel going to throw. That's caught at the 1. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's got time in the pocket. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. On the return, here's Dree Archer. Ooh, with a juke. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And New York set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So 2nd and 10 here. Second and 10. Once again, Griffin surveying the field. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Giants. Kevin White, 69 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Shift together here from the D-line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go.
Now a first down throw. Romo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's the big offseason signing from Miami, Olivier Vernon, in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016.
They
fake the give to Elliott. Now Romo. It's caught on the right side. Williams. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Third and 4. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the gun on third down, Romo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants will get it now at the 20. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. On first down, Griffin. A dump off to Vereen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Griffin. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. They get 31 yards that time. And it'll be first down, Giants.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I could just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does the defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. His throw caught right around the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, How tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try to run it with Vereen. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They come out with one back, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. RG3, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Griffin will try and throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run with Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
50.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw is Romo. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
3 yards remaining here on 2nd down. Now Griffin on 2nd down. Finding time. He'll rifle. And got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Second and 10. Once again, Griffin. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
I know for us it's fun. And it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. On third down, Griffin. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They come out here in the eye. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
One man in the backfield, Elliott.
Let's go. 180.
Now a first down throw, Romo. It's caught by Bryant. And he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
While it may seem like an every game occurrence, let's not treat it that way. Tony Romo's had some injury issues, right? He's starting to advance in years. To watch what he and Des Bryant did in this game, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, when they do that, they're hard to stop.
Yeah, they really are. Lots of connections, which means big-time offense, which usually leads to victory for their team.
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loaded in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Romo going to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help them.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Stephon Anthony coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Manziel going up top. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kevin White, 93 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he's all the way up across the 40. And down at the 42-yard line. Great return. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Shift together here from the D-line. Romo here on first down. And here's the first NFL reception for the rookie Ezekiel Elliott. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
Under 180. Over 59. Out. Over. Hey, check 24.
3rd and long here. It's Romo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is Archer. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Throwing now, Griffin on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. And there's a flag on the field. Getting late in the fourth now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. And New York set to take the field.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. And his throw is incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Griffin. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll come out in the pistol. Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Griffin on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them.
Touchdown, Cowboys! And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run again with Marine. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. 3rd and 2, and they go quarterback sneak. I know they got it. I have to believe the head coach had said, this is 4-down territory for us. We're going to try and pick it up no matter what.
I'm thinking the same thing, because sneak, you only think inches, a foot, maybe 2 full yards. That's tough to get done.
Yeah, normally 3rd and 2, that's quarterback draw, not quarterback sneak.
Week 1 loss, but it's just week 1. Moving forward, how do they regroup?
Well, the coaching staff's going to go over all the game film. They'll grade everyone. And the key for them, no panic. It's one game, clean up what didn't work well, and move on in advance.